Hey girl and guys, thank you for watching my video. It's Fae here, and I am so grateful that you guys are watching this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you're not, you need to do it now. Anyways, in today's video, I'm going to just show you guys how I achieve this soft and spring look. A lot of people liked it when I wore it yesterday, so I'm like, you know what, tomorrow morning I'm going to film it so I can remember everything that I did. So I'm here to do that video for you guys. But before I actually start into the video, I just want to share this verse with you guys. In God's Bible, God's holy word, it says in Psalms 139 verse 14. Psalms 139 verse 14. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. Again, Psalms 139 verse 14. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. So I just wanted to share that verse for somebody out there who may have insecurities about the way they look. I ain't got no makeup on, and you know, it's not every day I do wear makeup, and I just want to encourage some girls out there that makeup is not going to make you fearfully and wonderfully made. It's already there. God already made you that way. So just wake up every day knowing that. Read that verse for your encouragement. If you feel ugly one day, you know, you're not liking the way your eyebrows look and you have so many blemishes and you just are always constantly picking at all the things that you find wrong about yourself, I just want to encourage you. Write this verse down, post it on your wall, post it on your mirror, post it everywhere you go so that you can be reminded that God already made you fearful and wonderful, and you're marvelous in his eyes. So no matter how sleek your eyebrows you want them to be, or how straight you want your wing liner to be and all that stuff, those things are, you know, beautiful. I love them too. That's why it's, you know, the main thing on my channel. But I just wanted to take my channel in a new direction this year and remind us as a whole that we are already perfect in God's eyes. We might not be perfect for the magazine, or, you know, we have to have all these Photoshop things and have to blur everything out and put filter this, filter that. In God's eyes, you're already beautiful. You're already fearful, and you are already wonderful. So I just wanted to share that for you guys. And if you ever have any questions, ever need somebody to talk to, feel free to comment down below, and I'll try my best to reach out to you. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, so first I am going to go ahead. Well, I've already primed my face. Primer is a must. I already filled in my eyebrows. I'll go back to them later. Anyways, let's get started. So the first thing I did for this look, I applied this ColourPop Quarters Cheek Satin Blush. I use this blush as an eyeshadow base because I don't like it. I don't like using it as a blush on me. It just, I don't know. The fact that it's like creamy don't work for me. I usually only use powder blushes. Something is in my throat. Anyways, so yeah, I took this and when it comes to creamy stuff, typically I like to use my fingers because all of it will come off because your fingers have a warm undertone to it. So I typically like to use my fingers when it comes to cream, because if you put on a brush, a lot of the product is going to stay in the brush. So taking my finger, I'm just going to go like that and put it all over my eye, everywhere I'm going to put eyeshadow. Rub that thing in. See, there's barely any left on my finger. So when it comes to creams, try to use your fingers. All right, so that's the beginning, and I already put eye primer and all that. So next I am going to move into this Revealed 2 palette. I purchased this palette from coastalscents.com. This palette I think is like $15 or $20. Perfect palette for the price, and the colors are beautiful. You can see that right there. I love all these colors because these are every single color in here I would use. So make sure when you are shopping for a palette, you get a palette where at least more than half of the colors you're going to use, because otherwise you're going to be wasting your money if you're only using 3 out of 20. You know, girl, even if you know everybody else got it around you, go get a palette that you know you're going to use all the colors in. So this is the Reveal 2 palette by Coastal Scents, and I am going to take this middle color here, right here. Let's see, right there. Can you see that? So this color right here is going to be the starting color, aka my transitioning color. Now I'm taking taking an all over eyeshadow brush. This is by It Cosmetics, or you can just use whatever brand you want. Only thing I don't like about that palette, it doesn't have a mirror, so it's kind of hard. So you're taking the product on your brush, and I'm just going to place it pretty much in this rainbow motion right here. Rainbow, I usually call this the rainbow motion just because you go like that from side to side. You're just placing it right there. And just keep going back and forth. Do it at least about, 20 times, just so you can get an even coat and get all the product off the brush. And sometimes I like to rub it over the lid color too, the lid area. So that's that. I'm gonna do the second eye. Oh, if this video looks different or even better quality, it's because I'm using my iPhone 6s to record. I tried something new since I have a selfie stick. I'm using a selfie stick to record this on my iPhone. So shout out to Maluz. Thank you for that selfie stick. I finally used it. Okay, so this is what it should be looking like so far. Very soft, very subtle. This is the transitioning color. You never want to really skip a transitioning color, otherwise your eyeshadows are gonna look like stacked on stacks, and that ain't cute. So I'm trying to help y'all out there, y'all who be asking me questions, so try to take this into consideration. All right, next I'm gonna take another brush. This brush is by Avon, and this is a crease brush. So now I'm taking a crease brush, and I'm going to take this palette here. I'm gonna take this color here, which is a burgundy, like a really bright burgundy color. I'm gonna do it on both sides. Then I place that color right at the crease. This is the crease of your eye, right here. You see that? That's where your crease starts. And I'm just gonna place it there on both sides to make sure it's evenly distributed. Now that it's placed, I'm going to hold my brush a little bit. I'm going to hold my brush in an upward motion, and I'm just going to go like this, going back and forth in this little, in your eyeball socket. You see that? You feel that little eyeball socket? That's where you're going to put it. You're going to just go like that. And you can go in as far as you want. I just like to go more towards the end first to make sure my eye looks more like dramatic and deep. Alright, second eye. Make sure they both look the same. Okay, so this is what it should be looking like so far. If you're using different colors, then obviously it's gonna look different, but this is what it's looking like so far. This is the most fun part of all time. So I'm going to take this, I don't know what it's called. This is like pigment. Okay, yeah, it's eyeshadow pigment, which basically, it's just like eyeshadow, but in a powdery form. It's very messy. This one, I don't like, the packaging is really cute, but it gets really messy. That's why I don't usually take this out as much, but this is by NYX, and the color is called Fireball. And I'm going to open it up very carefully now. Now, if you guys can see, I'm gonna try to show you guys. You see that? It's like in a powdered form. You see that? So it's very messy. I guess I could take it out and put it in another container, but I just never got around to it. But it looks like this, and it's supposed to be like that. It's okay if it breaks or have all these things, because it's pigment. When you're putting eyeshadow on your lid, you want to be sure that you are using a flat brush, so you can place it better exactly on your lid. So I'm just going to take some of that on both sides. I always put eyeshadow on both sides of my brush. That way I don't have to keep going back and forth in this area that doesn't have eyeshadow. Starting in the inner corner. And I'm not swiping it. I know you don't really want to ever swipe your lid color, because you know that's when a whole bunch of eyeshadows come out. So I just really pushing it into the lid. Alright, now if you watched my previous spring carrot gold video, you should know that I always spray my brush after I place my eyeshadow on my lid. So this is the second round. I always put 2 coats on the lid just because that's the part that you really want to pop. So I'm just going to take my brush, take my makeup setting spray, spray it one good time, and then dip the brush right back into the eyeshadow pigment. So now that the brush is wet, the color payoff is going to be a little bit more vibrant. Can you see the difference? Alright, that's it for the lid color. Now what you're going to do, again, you're going to go back in with that crease brush. You can reapply product if the eyeshadow from the lid kind of washed the crease color away. You can put more product, but I don't really feel like I need to. So I'm just going to take that same crease brush that I use, and I'm just going to go ahead and go back over the crease. That way everything looks smooth. So now we're like blending it out, blending out the edges. Don't skip these steps, guys. It's very important. If you want it to be, you know, flawless, then you kind of want to not skip these steps. I'm trying to tell you. All right, so that's pretty much it for the eyes. The only other thing I'm going to do is apply the brow bone color. For my brow bone, I always use a soft color, which in this case I am going to use this color right here. It's called Buttery, and you know, it just looks like a buttery color. Really soft. Tap off the extra and put it right under the brow bone. This has a soft touch to the look. If you want to go all out, you can add the color that's more shimmery, but this is a matte color. Blend that out a little bit. Okay, so that is it for the eyes for now. I'll get back to the eyes in a little bit. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and quickly run through my foundation. My foundation routine really never changes. The only thing that would probably change is the foundation I'm currently using, but I've been using this foundation for months and months, and I never plan on ever giving it up. Why is the cap so dirty? That's not usual. But I'm using this Black Radiance Color Perfect Oil Free Liquid Makeup. My color is called Rum Spice. I got this from Walmart, and I think this foundation was like $6. I don't know, but every time I wear this foundation, I get compliments. So that should the hell, the heck. That should tell you something. This foundation is $6, and it's a very good brand. Black Radiance is a brand for women of color, and I absolutely love it because their shades are on bleak, bro. Like they got from the lightest to light to the darkest of dark, and I love that about them. Like, oh, good job, Black Radiance. Now, and no, I'm not ashamed that I got this thing on my head. Just kidding. And I love it that it comes with this little spatula thing. That way you don't have to put it all over your fingers and, I mean, the back of your hand. You know, you just place it in different areas. And then you can build up on this foundation if you must. Now, I first like to use a flat top brush. I got these brushes off of God dang. I got this brush off of Amazon. It came in a set of 11. I have some smaller handled brushes, and then there's the bigger ones too. The bigger ones I put in my makeup kit, but I kept the smaller ones for myself. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just gonna go ahead and tap the foundation into my face to make sure every inch of my face is covered before I actually blend it in. I'm going to blend it in. Okay, that's good for now. I don't want to put too much foundation on today. So that's that. Next, I'm going to quickly highlight. Don't worry, a highlight and contour video is coming up next. So for my highlight, I like to use this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Warm Honey. I'm just going to place it underneath my eye. I only squeeze the bottle once, so whatever's left on there, I'm just, you know, filling it in with. Now when I get to the corner of my eye, I like to go ahead and draw out or trace out where I'm going to have my wing liner, just to make it a little bit more precise. This line also helps to clean up the eyeshadow that, you know, is past your eye, so that's also a good thing. And you don't have to do this step. You could just leave your foundation as is, but that's not what I'm gonna do right now. Just gonna place some on the bridge of my nose. Next step, I'm taking my beauty blender, and I finally got one. Praise the Lord. I'm gonna take this beauty blender and my makeup setting spray, and I'm gonna spray that thing about 5 times or 6, I don't know. And once it's all dense, I'm going to just go ahead and blend everything in. Next, I'm going to bake, which is a term that is used in the makeup world for putting under your eyes or everywhere you highlighted. That's where you go ahead and put your setting powder. My setting powder that I always use is Sasha Buttercup powder. If you need to find if you would like to purchase it, I'm gonna leave the link in the description box to the Sasha Cosmetics website. And yeah, I'm just going to take the product, take my beauty blender, or you can use a brush. I'm just going to use my beauty blender because why not? Take some product, and everywhere you highlighted, that's where you're going to put the setting powder. And you don't, well, you can wipe it away right away, but I mean, the longer you leave it, the more it's supposed to make your set your eyes on whatever, I don't know. My liner is always disappearing. It's so annoying. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, so annoying. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna use a different liner today. For my liner, I am using NYX liquid matte liner. This is a really good liner. I wouldn't really recommend this for beginners because this thing is so long. Like, if you don't really already know what you're doing, I think you might mess up because it's so long and it's kind of hard to hold. Like, it just doesn't get as close as you want to. But anyways, for my liner, I'm just going to do a small little cat eye, if you want to call it that. And again, I'm going to follow the line that was created through the concealer. Yeah. And I have a video about liner too. Patience is key. Now I'm not bringing the liner all the way in the inner corner. I kind of made it start like right there. Ugh. Now let's hope I can do the same thing on the other side. I can already tell it's gonna look different. Okay, now I don't know which one I like more. Which one do you guys like? Right or left? Comment below. Oh my goodness. I don't know which one looks better. So this line is crisper, but I think it's a little too high. Anyways, I'm not gonna be too picky on it today. I think they're good. They look very similar. Okay, we're almost done. Let me hurry up. I'm talking too much. Use this stippling brush from e.l.f. and I'm just gonna dust off the powder. Just don't stipple your eye. Oh my gosh. I totally stippled my eye. Now I know I kind of look a little bright right now, but keep in mind, we're not done. Now to contour, I'm going to use this NYX palette, which I use pretty much for everything. As you can see, I use that to clean up my eyebrows, but now I'm going to use this dark brown right here for my contour. And I'm placing it right here. Not too much. And I'm also gonna get some on my nose. Stippling brush and kind of do circular motions and blend it out. Now to set my concealer from the this Ulta contour kit, and use the darkest shade here to go ahead and place over that cream so that the cream don't move around. And if you have any questions about why we do certain things in makeup, comment below and I will answer for you. I'm using a smaller eyeshadow brush to get to the nose. I just want to remind you guys again, if you're not into all this kind of makeup stuff, I mean, I don't do this every day, as you guys can see, but if you don't really want to do all these extra steps, then don't do it. If you're only here for the eyes, then you're only here for the eyes. Now I'm just kind of like blending everything out to make sure ain't nothing like standing out too extra. All right, almost there, almost there. Now to one of my favorite parts, adding blush. Today's blush I am using is from Wet n Wild, $1.99 at Walgreens, and this color is called Mellow Wine. This is the blush I live to use, and I use this blush as eyeshadow also, because can't nobody tell me nothing. And I'm just gonna pat it on my cheeks. I only tap it in there once, place it on, and then I just blend it out. Add some color. Girl. Yes, girl. Yeah, girl. Is it coming together, guys? It's coming together? Good. And finally, we are going to put some mascara on first. My mascara, I'm using L'Oreal Telescopic, which I need to get some new mascara. Did you guys know you're supposed to change? Dang, cool. Did you guys know you're supposed to change your mascara every 4 months? If you didn't know that and you have one for about 3 years, it's time for a change. Every 4 months. So go to Walgreens, get some $1.99 mascara from Wet n Wild or L'Oreal, get them on sale, buy one get one half off, and then stock up. Especially if you don't wear lashes. Okay, just applying my mascara the way I always do. I do it backwards from everybody else. Eyeliner, and I like to use purple instead of black these days because purple is so much more cuter. And I'm using this Jordana 12-hour made to last liquid eyeliner pencil, and this thing right here is Bay, and I'm just going to put it in my waterline. Can you see? I would have added lashes to this look, but I ain't got time for that. I'm late. Now I'm just going to take an all over blending brush and just blend everything out. Make sure we looking. I forgot about moving this back, but oh well. I'm gonna wear my hair down to block off this line here. One of the all-time favorite parts of many makeup artists and makeup gurus out there. I'm gonna highlight. This is my favorite highlighter. It's from Revolution Makeup. I got it from Walgreens, and it was like $6. And this is called Rock On World, and it's a baked highlighter. Look at that. Yes, Lord. Shine on me. Very, very cute. And I'm going to take my big old fan brush from Coastal Scents. Tap that baby right in there. 1, 2. Wait. And I'm going to highlight right here on this cheekbone of yours. And I just like to fan it. Make sure it's all evenly coated. Why can't I speak today? Coated. And I like to take a little bit, tap, and put it right here on my nose to give it a little bit of shine, and on my forehead, even though it's already big enough. And if I want to be extra, sometimes I like to tap it, take an eyeshadow brush and put it under my eyebrow bone. I always set my eyebrows later. That way if something gets messed up in between, I don't have to worry about it. My eyebrows are not really on fleek this time, but it's alright. Alright, so the eyebrows are set. The real final step is my lips. I am obsessed with. I just made this, I just got this new NYX lingerie liquid lipstick, and it's called Beauty Mark. If you're going to wear a liquid lipstick that's gonna dry, make sure you put a lip scrub on prior to you applying the lipstick, because it gets a little bit chappy. But then again, you know, maybe it's just me. But I'm gonna put my lipstick primer on from Avon, and it's basically like a lip balm in a lipstick package. And I'm going to take a brown lip liner. You don't have to use a MAC lip liner, but I just so happen to have this one. This is called Chestnut by MAC, and I'm going to line my lips. Plump black lips, girl. They want our lips, child. They want our lips. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take it, the liquid lipstick. I love this thing. It just goes on. It glides like literally right on your lips, even if you don't put a lip balm underneath. It's just so pretty. Like, look at that. So that's it for the face. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly fix my hair because I can't show you guys the final look without my hair being done. And this is the finished look. I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.